Okay, everybody, it's me, Banka 922. So, this is it, pretty much. This is the quote Central last episode of Sakamoto Days. Now, the winter's close is coming to a close. Um, I think we look forward to the spring. Not a lot in the spring. Before I continue talking about Sakamoto Days, you're gonna get at most, maybe one anime for episode reviews. It looks to be Gundam. But aside from that, I'm probably going to be low key in that regard. Maybe a second one that I'm eyeing, but we'll see. But anyway, Sakamoto Days, episode 11, final episode of part 1. We're getting a part 2 in July. Now, this was Casino Battle. Most of this was just their continuous battle with Wulan. And what ends up happening is they're actually pretty damn good. Sakamoto, he uses a chip. He uses a chip to redirect roulette and have it land on red. Shin's able to get cards of poker in his favor and get a bunch of money. So they obviously tie with Wuhan. And what transpires is basically towards the end of it all, they kind of with Wu Tang. I apologize with the name. What ends on happening is they have a bout of Old Maid, and this is another one that was ridiculous because it's between Sakamoto and him with Wu Tang and Sakamoto, and he's trying to grab his card. Can't do it, and he just loses. But then the guys that are there go against him. So he bluffs them, saying, all your guns will explode if you fire them. And this gets Sakamoto and Xiao Tang to attack them, defeat them. And then, but surprisingly enough, they did win. So Wu Tang does explain to him that Slur was the one who put the bounty on him, which is not a surprise to anyone. It's like, but he explains that there are 4 serial killers, and the way he's explaining it to them, that these 4 had killed people in specific ways. One was shot at with holes. One was cut into pieces. And one was turned into a ball of meat. Which we get the introduction of these killers. One is named Apart. One is named Dump. One is named... I forgot what was the other one. It was this black guy. Mince something, which is the guy who turns things into balls. So, this is basically the group who are going to attack not just Sakamoto, because we get our reindeer friend again, but he's going to go after Sakamoto. They're going to have to go after... There are 4 targets that were given to them. One was Sakamoto. The other one were the other 2 from the Order, whose names I completely forgot. My apologies. Oh, right, Nagumo. So it was Nagumo, Sakamoto, Osaragi, and Shishiba. Now, I don't know the ones of them was named Saw. That's what it was. Saw apart, dump, and the last one, as I said, was the black guy whose name is basically Minimalist. So Minimalist, Saw apart, dump. So very weird names, but the guy who works with the reindeer head guy, I'm gonna call him reindeer head, gives him these tasks to these people to kill. But the idea here is that Sakamoto's saying he's gonna go after them, so he can get information. They're gonna try to kill him, but he's gonna just do Sakamoto. But that's what is essentially the end of the episode. Honestly, I thought it was decent to an extent. I thought the ending was proper. I'm not going to give it a 9 out of 10. The whole episode, I would think I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. But it's still a good episode because it's just enough to say part 2's coming out. Not doing anything crazy. You just introduce the next line. You at least introduce what's going to happen in part 2. To an extent. At least we get an introduction. Their names, what they can do, their association. Which makes sense. And they did a very good job in this regard. And let's be honest here. It's March. You can't wait that long. You're ready 3 months. But overall, I thought it was good. I give it definitely an 8.5 out of 10. I think they did a good job with this series. I like where it is going. Excuse me. I can't wait to do the rest in July. Now, speaking of July, oh my God. There's a lot. It's not just Sakamoto. Dan. Oh, and Kaiju number 8. What? So, least to say, July is going to be packed. Which, I'm going to have to do something. Because it's going to be crazy doing all those reviews. So, but that's all I got for you guys. Bonkai Night 22. Possibly tomorrow or next weekend, I think I'm going to try to do some anime series reviews. It's not a lot. I know there's 3 that I did first impressions on. Those will get anime series reviews. And I'm thinking like about 1 or 2 more. There's one that's on my radar that I did see what was going on in it recently, and I was like, what the? So, definitely doing that one. So you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 or 5 anime series reviews that are going to come down the pike. So, that's what I got for you guys. This is Bonkai Night 22. I'll catch you guys later.